Project 1065, Chapter 75, A Walking A-Bomb. People stepped off the sidewalk to avoid me as I walked through the streets of Berlin. I like to think it was the angry aura around me, the clenched fist that told them not to bump into me or there'd be a fight, that I was a walking atomic bomb, ready to go off and level the stinking city any second. The truth was, of course, that it was the uniform that made them scared, but I pretended they could feel the rage coming off of me in waves, like I could warp the world with my fury. I wished I could. Turn and Simon, send my parents on the run. How could they really think this was the answer? How did they really think I could do that? I had to find another way to get on the team. My feet took me to Fritz's house before I even understood my idea. It wasn't a particularly good idea, but it was all I could think of, all that made it through the white noise of outrage screaming in my head like an air raid siren. Fritz was the answer. He had to be. He and I were friends, of sort. We had been friends once, briefly. True, over the last couple of weeks, we'd grown apart, and not just because he'd been spending more of his free time with the science team. It was more than that. Fritz was changing, becoming something different, something I didn't like. But that boy who'd asked me to help him be stronger, the boy who helped me be stronger, the boy who dragged me upstairs to share his detective novels with me, that boy, that friend, had to still be in there somewhere, and that friend would see the light. That friend would help me save the scientist. Fritz's sister Lena met me at the door. "Hello, future wife," I said. "Is my future brother-in-law at home?" Lena didn't say a word, but opened the door wider for me to come inside. She pointed not upstairs, where Fritz's room was, but down the first-floor hallway to the back of the house. I went down the hall to the kitchen at the back of the house, but Fritz wasn't there. I sniffed. I thought I smelled smoke, but the oven wasn't on. There was nothing on the stove. I caught a glimpse of the dark gray cloud curling into the sky through the window in the back door, and I stepped outside. Fritz was in the backyard throwing his collection of detective novels into a bucket full of flames.